Hey everybody, welcome. This is Kusat with Techie Mama, and in today's show we're going to look at how to add a chat client to your website. So I'm logged into my demo site, my DIY Mompreneur Life site, as it loads very slowly. There are two main chat widgets that I recommend. One is called Chatra, and it's very easy to set up and get started. And the other one is using just good old Facebook. So Facebook has a chat widget that they have that you can go in and kind of edit and customize for your needs. So we're going to get started with that one. There's a lot of documentation on the Facebook site and the developer site of Facebook. I am in my page, and we're going to go into messaging, and then over here, add messenger to your website. We are going to go ahead and get started. So having a chat client on your website is really cool because it's kind of just in time contact with you to answer any last minute questions. Just kind of get in touch, especially on a sales page. I would make sure that you have one. On my sales pages, I have usually a FAQ, and one of the FAQs is, if you have any other questions, then pop into the chat and go and ask me. So that's a lot of fun to be able to do that. Let's see if this one has it. No, it doesn't. But it's a great question to add. Just kind of, if you have any other questions, this is the time to do it. So let's see if this loaded. Well, there we go. All right. So add the chat plugin to your website. Chat with people real time. The Messenger with Facebook, it's your just classic messenger on your page. So if you get a lot of messages on your page already, this may be a great way to do it as well. All right, so we're going to set up. We'll go through this little step-by-step. Start the conversation. Customize your chat plugin, and then update it to, and then it will have you get some code that you're going to copy in. All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to set up. We're going to do in English. If you need another language, that is good. We're going to do demos.techiemama.com. And no, I'm just going to save and continue. So this is with no other modifications, but let's go in and see what else we can do. So that's the basics, but here we can kind of go in and do a lot more other things. So we can have a welcome message. Hello, and thanks for getting in touch with us. What can we help you with today? So that's just kind of a default message. And then there can be follow-up questions like, where are you located? How else can I contact you? What is your privacy policy? So you can have kind of quick questions here. You can, are your packages maybe? Come on. Being very slow today. There we go. So, and then you could do something like web design and blah blah blah. So then if they click on what are your packages, then they could see all of those come up. And we'll just get rid of that really quick. All right, so that's kind of the frequently asked questions and welcome message. You can also turn that off. So if you want to just respond yourself, you can definitely turn all of that off. And then the customization of the chat, so what it looks like, and colors and so forth. So greeting, how can we help you? guest chat, so you'll allow people to kind of chat without being logged into Messenger. You can set up custom colors. So if you have a color to match your brand, I usually do some kind of red. And let's see, the alignment, do you want it on the right or on the left of your window? That's kind of just a little preview. Usually right, that's kind of where we go and look for things, but you saw on my site I have it kind of up on in the middle here, and I'm using Chatra for this for my websites. But so there's a lot of different options here. Automatically expand, so if you want it to automatically expand on the site, that's up to you. I actually like it off because I think it interferes with the content of the site, but that's totally up to you. It's definitely more noticeable if that's the case. So those are the different options. Very simple, very easy. And then we'll click on publish, and our settings have been changed. So then we'll go into setup and grab that code that we needed to copy before. So we'll copy that, and the way that we're going to add it to the site, there's two different ways. You can download and install the Facebook plugin. So this would be an additional plugin to your site, or since it's just some JavaScript, you can also install a plugin called Header Footer Code Manager, which I recommend because you can add a whole bunch of different codes in there and you can turn things on and off. So I actually have that one. So let's go in and find the Facebook one first, and we'll look at the settings for that, and then we'll go in and do it via the header footer manager. All right, so we're going to go in and click on add new, and we'll look for official Facebook plugin. I don't know. See how that looks. Yep, that would be it. Doesn't get great reviews, and it hasn't been updated in several months. So sometimes if I see that, if it's something that I can accomplish in a different way and not add an additional plugin, I will do it the other way. But for the sake of kind of checking it out, let's go in. It's called the official, so it's over here, and we're going to go into settings. And we already set up the chat. Guess that's going to take us to okay, so this actually takes you through the process that we just did to get the code without having to go get to that specific page ourselves. So pick the page that we want, add Messenger. You'll see it's very similar to what we just had. Some limited, it looks like, things. So we have the greeting and we have the guest chat. And the colors, it looks like it brought in possibly the colors for us. And we'll go in and finish. So it's ready to use. And all right, so now we'll go over to the front end of the site and look at it as a viewer. And we should see, oh my God, the chat widget come up. So there's the chat widget. We can continue as Cousette, it knows I'm logged in, or continue as a guest. We can switch accounts. We can go and view the Facebook page. and all different kinds of options. All right, so that's one way to do it. We're gonna backtrack and uninstall the Facebook plugin or just deactivate it. So let's go back over here and deactivate. And then I talked about this header footer code manager. So just like we looked for the Facebook plugin, you could go in and look for header footer code manager. And what we want to do is in the snippets, you'll see I was testing out something for Flowdesk. We're going to add a new snippet. And we can call this Facebook chat. Here, what's nice is you can actually do specific pages, specific posts. So if you don't want it to come up on every single page, let's just say we want the home page. I don't have very many pages on the site, but let's just say we want the home page. Home and contact, that makes sense. We can put it in the header or the footer, and so that helps with site speed. If we load things in the footer, then it'll be able to load other things quicker. And we can also show only on desktop. I think having these snippets on mobile is really, really distracting. Then if you remember, we copied all of that code. So here is that code. We're just going to paste it in here. You don't have to look at it, don't have to touch it. You're just going to paste it in. And then if we go back to the front end of the site, should see it eventually kind of pop up. There it is. Cool. And so there's our chat widget. We can continue as guest or as ourselves, just like we could before. It goes in and it should have all of our questions, possibly. So there you go. 2 different ways to integrate the Facebook chat widget. Great way to add chat to your site and helps out tremendously. Okay, so the other chat bot that I recommend is called Chatra. And it is just chat, email, and social messaging. It kind of combines all of it. There is a free plan, and then there are paid plans. But honestly, I have this on several different sites, and I do not pay a penny for this. So it's really pretty much free. If you want things like integrating your Facebook Messenger into it, then you need to start paying, but chatbots and stuff like that, this is really, really advanced stuff. You do get an iOS app. There's mobile apps and Mac desktop apps. And then what I like about this is that it also goes straight into my email chat transcripts. So I usually reply to the person that was messaging me just through email instead of the chat. I'm usually not online at the same time, and I just get an email from Chatra and the person directly, and then I just reply as that. So great way to kind of use this. Let's see the pricing. There we go. $15 per agent per month if you wanted kind of the more advanced, or $19 per month without the yearly discount. It's really up to you, but the free works really, really well for someone starting out. So I have an account on Chatra already, but you would just go through the sign up process. Let's go in here. Let's see if I can mute my notifications really quick. There we go. All right, so you can see my chat widget. You have a chat palette, so you can create all your different chats or your colors to match your brand. You can have it be round or a tab, so you can see kind of the different styles here, or just a tab, which is what I have. It's just a little tab that's on the side. You can modify what it says when you're online and when you're offline. It even will change what it says in the button that they pick. Let's see. Some of these are for the paid plans, so we'll just skip those, but there is a mobile button for mobile devices as well. And it's just very clean. Here you can also see all of the chats that you've gone. So you can see I've gone a couple different chats here. You can see the visitors are online. With the upgraded versions, you can see a lot of different things. You can see people that are currently on your site. Kind of creepy in my frame of mind, but yeah. So very basic, great little starting place for chats. Let's go back to settings and we can grab our chat widget and go to show setup instructions. So if we go to WordPress, there we go. We can look at, they also have a Chatra chat plugin, so it's going to be very similar to the WordPress plugin, or you can go and grab your code and add it in. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the code and get started with that, but we'll also look at the plugin and install that for our uses. So you can see it integrates with a lot of different things. They give you kind of how to integrate it with a lot of different systems. So that's kind of nice as well. You're not just limited to WordPress, which I'm sure is the same for the Facebook plugin as well. All right, so we're back on our demo site. Let's go to plugins once again. Oops, sorry about that. And let's add new and search for Chatra. While it's thinking, I'm also going to open this. Okay, so there is the plugin, and you can see it was updated 3 days ago. It has 4,000 installations and 5 stars, even if it's just 12, but that's great. So we'll go ahead and install and activate. And on our snippets, we're going to just turn off the Facebook one. So one thing I like about this plugin is that you can turn on and off different snippets right away, which is kind of nice. All right, especially for troubleshooting and trying to figure out if something is causing an error. Okay, so the Chatra widget options are going to be under settings and Chatra widget. Let's go in, and all we're going to do is paste the widget code. Not a lot of settings here, which is why I'm like, just use the same plugin that you can use for many different things. But so if we refresh, there it is. I'm online, say hi. And then again, we can also use the header footer manager. if we go plugins and disable it, we'll go to all snippets. Never actually tested that. We were doing just specific pages. Again, you get a little bit more flexibility, so you can do specific pages, and we'll do home, contact, and we can put it in the footer and only on desktop. And let's go in and we're going to deactivate our Chatra. There we go. All right, so let's click on save. That should have, yeah. Okay. So if we go here, we are going to just test this out. And then I'm going to tell you about some fun things coming up and we'll be done. So let's see. There is our widget. Looks the same. If we go to about, which is probably one of the only pages that didn't have it, scroll, looks like it honored it. And if we go to contact, there it is. So it does really take into account those, and that will help with page speed too if you're only applying a snippet of code on certain pages, which is helpful. You also just don't want the kind of bothering little pop-up coming up on every single page. They really want to get in contact with you. They're going to be looking for a contact page or go back to your home page and stuff like that. So depending on your industry, depending on your niche, you know, you might have different needs, but that's what I have found in my experience. All right, so last but not least, let's go to is this it? No. I have I'll just go here. Look it up. I will put it in the comments. I have a giveaway for Flexclip. This is a giveaway for video editing software that's really easy to use and nice. So I have 5 licenses. Go make sure that you sign up for that giveaway. If you log in daily for that giveaway, you'll get more entries. If you share it with your followers, you'll get more entries as well. So go in and sign up for that, and I will